Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode is moi in my Astron Rex Tier 8 American medium tank with the autoloader. Running vents, vert stab, and IA. I'm going to tell you, folks, I am leaning heavily towards the IA as standard equipment now for anything that can equip it. I don't think that's 100%, but I'm really enjoying that thing a lot more. You know, it's in the name. Improved aiming. Sign me up. Give me some improved aiming in World of Tanks with all the RNG. That sounds to me like a complete win. You know what I'm saying? Here we are on Himmel's Empire's Borderdorf, one of the standard channelized maps. Not my favorite map. No, sir. I'm running food. A little bit of try-hard going on. This was before my 100 Battle Challenge was done with the Astron. I have finished it. I think I mentioned it in another video, but I got about 53% win rate. I like the tank. I wasn't particularly a boss in it, really. I was okay-ish, maybe. Self-assessment says no. I don't know. I was okay. We're going to talk about purple things on this, though. We're not necessarily talking about the Astron Rex. Although it's generally zippy, not amazing. Got some pretty good depression. Has a giant tumor on the top. Turret's okay. My armor use was about 0.35, which is where you start seeing good turreted kind of armored tanks do okay. Somewhere around 0.35. The turret's doing some work for you. I'd rather it be 0.5, but the tumor is kicking my butt on this thing. But I am done with it on the 100 Battle Challenge. We're going to talk purple stuff. What you want to do in this game is do as much purple stuff as possible. And you may ask yourself what the hell that means. If you don't know the colors of XVM, then purple means you're doing really well. Deep purple means you're in terms of the game, in terms of pixel tanks, you're godlike. But I'm talking about getting at least light purple. And you want to do those kinds of things that are purple. Things that win games. Things that get you damage. Things that get you assists, things that get you spots, things that win game. Things win game. Things that win games. Alright, so we're going to come up here. How many times can I say that? Many. And we're just going to use that nice gun depression, and he's just going to snap a llama ding-dang and hit me with no trouble at all. Then I'm going to bounce because he's got a good armor profile coming at me like that. And did he hit me in the hatch? He sure did. Thank you, Mr. Tumor. Right in there. 3 shots out of the tube. Nope, that's also a bad choice of shots, so no surprise that it missed. Now he's nice and slow, so we're going to bail out, see if we can keep ourselves from getting hit by him, but he got busy with someone else and then done killed that guy. And right off the bat, I'm looking at this one, this doesn't look great. This doesn't look great. I'm going to bail off the hill. I'm going to see that the IS-3 and the KV-2R are coming around behind the ARL and the other feller. It's not looking good up north, and I don't like anything about what I'm seeing right here. I don't like anything about it. I also don't want to get rolled up by the double barrel and the ARL 44 coming at me, so I think I'm going to come down this way and maybe support the IS-3 and the KV-2. There's also a Mod 1 up there now, so I'm very glad I didn't stick around or try to push it. There's a couple TDs sitting back there, but now as the KV-2 and the IS-3 go around the corner, I remember that there's usually a bunch of TDs where the Shiv tip of Pickle is sitting, and whatever the 5M thing is there, T-3045M. So because I have some camping TDs back here, I decided to come up here and maybe help them whittle these guys down. So it's 2-4. The north is looking a little bit worse. Things are not looking great. So already in the back of my mind, the purple thing in the back of my mind is, well, at some point I'm probably going to have to come back to cap. In fact, it's looking more and more likely. The Mod 1 is not paying attention to me. Notice that the IS-2 has gone down to take on the IS-3 as well as it looks like the ARL. So looking at the numbers on the map, the number of guys in the north, the guys in the middle, and the guys we can see over on the west side, I think that's about all their tanks. Now maybe the Super Hellcat and the T-78 can come up in the middle, and there might be one guy up here helping this dude. But I feel like, in terms of analyzing the mini-map, the purple thing is that this guy is alone. He doesn't seem to be particularly good. He's kind of hanging out here. He's not really... Oh, there. Now he sees me. So we get a couple into him. And I'm probably going to eat one in the hatch here. But let's just try to shut him down. Oh, look, I do. He just fires right at the hatch. And I should have 2 holes in there now, would be my guess. Yep. Naturally. Absolutely. Bink, bink. No problem. Shoot the tumor. And Now we can see that, oop, I was thinking maybe the cap was safe, and then that guy died, and it's looking bad again. There's 4 tanks over there with a Hellcat and a couple TDs, so it looks like, more than likely, I'm going to have to go back. So I do. That whole game, as I was playing there, I was analyzing all of that stuff on the mini-map. Do I always get it right? Absolutely not. What I'm talking about is the max extent that you can. Make the purple decisions, make the purple move. You're not always going to make it right. You're not always going to see it. I don't always see it. But a lot of times you can. And this one was pretty obvious what was going on, at least in my opinion. And here goes the 2 Arties making a runner. And now it's up to me to keep these guys off the cap. I will say that the dudes that keep pushing are doing a decent enough job. They're at least still killing people. And I figure I'm probably going to have 4 guys over here at some point. So we'll approach this, and I'm thinking about this as I'm approaching. I'm like, how do I want to do this? Do I want to... I could tuck up over here, but then all they have to do is come around the corner enough to just have free shots. So I really feel like I'm going to have to use this rock right here. I could have come to the left of the rock, but I also know that that's a little bit harder of a shot sometimes, especially if they're over here. So the right side is about the best side, in my opinion, for getting on shots on guys who might be pushing. All right, the other thing, and you might not have noticed this, but I saw something get knocked down right there. So I knew immediately there was a guy right about there. So we shoot him. I bounce a shot. That's nice. He's trying to back out. Put one more on him. Now I have 3 shells. Kind of looking at this dude. There we go. See if we can get him. That was a bad shot. All right, that was a rushed shot. I didn't need to take that rush shot right there. Both of these guys are 1-shots. I'm like, all right, get a little bounce. Kill him. That guy, he does a nice job coming out. I get a very lucky snap right there. And I'm able to clear off a couple of these guys and get it a little closer for us. Also now, if you notice, I'm reloading only 1 shell in my auto loader. Oops. So let's see how smart I am and how long... There we go. So it took me a little while to recognize that. And now I'm looking back at these guys going, well, I hope this P-43 doesn't have a brain. Or this IKV can come in and help me a little bit. So I get a little bit of both of those. Now, to be fair, he may not have been able to count the numbers, or maybe he was worried about Artie, or maybe he was also now going back. Nope, he wasn't. He was going to try to hang out right there. Not capping and sit at the cap. I don't know. I can't... That was a bad move on my part. I let him get that shot. And we shoot him. Now we've got an RHM, so we got to be careful with him. He's going to be easily be able to kill us. He did take a shot, so we'll just come in here. We'll shut him down. Timing shots, right? Well, first of all, assessing the mini-map as you go and the way the match is going. Right? You have a good idea of how this map works. It is difficult sometimes to get back because of the distances involved and all of the stuff in the way. You can get cut off pretty easily if you're not careful as well. But I saw the situation developing in the north. I worked as best as I could down in the southwest, helping those guys. Turned back around, was able to get rid of the Mod 1, which was a good tank on the enemy team. Good news is it looked like a pretty new player up there trying to figure out how to play the game, so I was able to maul that guy and get rid of him. Took a couple hits along the way, saw that the cap was in trouble, went back, and then the approach and the way I fought that against the cap, knowing basically the relative undulations and the way the terrain worked, made a couple hasty shots, bad decisions there. So even while you're doing purple things, you can make mistakes in there, right? So try to pay attention to what those are and try not to do them again the next time. But we end up shutting these guys down and saving the day, right? So we've got 5 kills, 2,882 damage, 353 assists. And we did not get fast capped, which I'm pretty sure had I not gone back myself, we'd have got fast capped right there. All right, there you go. Do purple things as much as possible, even while you're making mistakes. That's all I've got. We will see you.